Greetings, your brother John in Christ Jesus here. God bless the Lord eternally and forevermore, because it's all about God. It's all about God. And that's what we're learning. And we're repenting from our old beliefs that made us think it was all about us. And so we were living in all the wrong ways because we have the wrong beliefs. And so we're changing our beliefs so that we can see, oh, we do wrong things. We were going the wrong way. And then change the way that we're going by the things that we do and end up with God in a good place, in eternal habitations, so that we can live forever in a habitable place and not slide down that huge conveyor belt full of trash going down into the incinerator. How could we be in that state and not even know that we're in that state? Because we're blind, our eyes are shut. We need to cry to God to open our eyes so that we are sober, so that we see, so that we run out of there. We don't know our own state, our own condition. And so we're drawn away to all these pleasures, the vacations, the spas, the cruises, the things that, what does it take to, it's just so funny sometimes when you think things are this just what people make it out to be. And then you grow up and then you realize, oh, it's kind of tacky. It's just a piece of plastic. This place that you created that people will pay money to go to, whether it's a spa, whether it's a resort or a children's playtime area. You just rent out a business space. Anyone can do that, and they can just order on Amazon, and just decorative pieces. They just attach it to the wall, and you put enough of it there, and now it's, what is it? It's a venue. It's a club. It's an event space. It's what, for whatever purpose. And you realize, oh, all these, they're just a room here and a room there, and you just put up those plastic pieces there, and you put up those plastic pieces there. You put maybe like a little orange stripe over there. And when I was younger, I felt like these were all places, destinations. I want to go to the arcade, the playground. I want to go to the and as you get older, you're like, oh wait, this is just the same place. You just put a different motif. You just put a different theme here. And yeah, why? It's the illusion. It broke. It breaks. Oh, yeah. Same with movies. Oh, it's just an actor. Oh, he's just saying some lines. Yeah, it's not as enjoyable when the illusion breaks. That's why you want good actors. If they're not so good, then you can see through all that. Hey, no, I can see the backstage. I can see the cracks in your props and the decorations and the character that you're playing. I'm not convinced. No, I can see that you're playing a character. And we live in this world in mediocrity, in the profane, in the mundane, and yet we don't know it. We don't know it. God shows us, hey, you live in a spiritual world. There's more. God is holy. There's a heaven. There's heavenly things. That cheap thing that you go for, that quickly satisfies your soul and quickly dissipates, and you feel kind of you feel like, what was that? People are disappointed frequently. Just why is that a phrase? Buyer's regret, buyer's remorse. And why do people who work in marketing and advertisement, selling their product, have to research these concepts like impulse buying? how can we get our customers to engage in impulse buying? Yeah, don't think, just buy, and then regret later, but no refunds. Yeah, we got you. We played on your emotions. You want it now, 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 now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It's colorful, bold colors. It's something makes you just want to grab it and buy it. It's just right next to the checkout stand. It just, why not? So yeah, they resort to those tactics. Yeah, because we're not selling you things that actually have value. We're just trying to get you, manipulate you into an action to do. And God is trying to pop us out of that. Hey, wake up. Hey, get out of that cycle. Because we don't find. We dig and we dig and we dig and we don't even know. You know, you're looking for treasure. You don't even know what you're doing. You know why you're digging? Because you're actually looking for something. And we lose so much hope. Our heart loses so much strength. We're so discouraged. Just claw. And you forgot. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? You're looking for something. Why am I living? You're looking for something. It's God. You're looking for treasure. You're digging, trying to hit something of great value. And so if we were raised the right way, to have the right frame of mind, to have the right worldview, understanding of life, that, hey, son, my son, that's how the proverb speaks. My son, let me tell you, you have a Father in heaven. Let me speak to you. Words of wisdom from heaven. Look for me, engage me, find me. That is your life. That is your life. As long as you remember me, hold me in your mind, in your desire, in your heart, as long as you pursue me, you'll be going the right way and you'll be satisfied. I'll give you the dew of heaven, the dew of your youth. I'll let your strength not be abated. Moses, that's what happened to him. His eyes didn't grow dim. It was old age. And he died not because he expired, but because it was his time. He was done. He fulfilled his course, his ministry. He did it. He achieved. He was a success. So that's the life we want. We don't want to be lying in bed, lying to the next generation about how, oh, it was all their fault, it was his fault, I could have done and it could have been, and even if you did, it wasn't anything, and you're still lying about it, about just false targets, false ambitions, false goals, false ideas of success, false promises of fame. Yeah, you weren't even gonna be anything if you became that, even if you hit that height of status, because you didn't have the right core, the right heart, the right mind, the right fire in your heart. It should be burning for God. It should be for God. And so here in Jeremiah, we have chapter 49. As in the overthrow, verse 18, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Yeah, he said, who will appoint me the time? Who will appoint a time? Set a time. Carve out your day. Many people these days, they only have time for God if they have time for God. They give God the scraps. But what do we see God here saying? What do we see God here looking for? A man. He's looking for a man that will appoint him the time. Someone who will say, no, this is God's time. This is for God. And yet we cave, we buckle, we relent to pressures of the world because, oh, you don't want to make your wife mad. You don't want to make your son upset. You don't want to upset your granddaddy. They're pulling on your time. They're pulling on your life and your resources and expectations. No, you got to study. You got to become a doctor. You've got to become an architect. You've got to live here. You can't move over there. You've got to stay with your family. You've got to. Yeah, this was our vows, our life promise. You promised, but you promised, Daddy. You promised. Yeah, all society pulling on you, and we because we don't have Jesus as our foundation, we can't stand up to it. We yield to that. Yield to that. So family stories, yeah, I heard about through other people's lives that they've lived, and just how they were taken to and fro because of other people's expectations that had no foundation, no basis. They're trying to please this person. Maybe it's, like a family member. They have some expectation on your life, and very basic. That's very common, right? What they have for you. Oh, by this time you should have graduated. By this time you should have married. By this time you should have this job. And by this time you should be promoted. By this time you should have a house. By this time you should have a car. And how often are they communicating that? And how often are you feeling things in response to that? Guilt, pressure, emotions, and you have no nothing to challenge it. It's just that, yeah, you feel like that's it, that's life. No, that's the standard. And so people grow up under that, trying to please them, trying to meet those standards, and then what happens? What happens? It's just like, was that a wise counsel? Was that actually guiding you into success? No, it was just pressure that came onto you because they themselves got that pressure from others around them. There's no actual source of that. It's not actually specific to you. It's not coming from a source that knows you. Like for you, like this, like a tailor fit clothing, like, no, this would be perfect for you. That's what Jeremiah got. That's what Jeremiah got. Because we know, we understand that every generation is different. Every person is different. Everyone has different genes. Everyone has different personalities. So it's not a cookie cutter. Not everyone needs this. Not everyone, and yet the same kind of standards is pushed out to all, and everyone feels the pressure to mold to this same thing, same box, and yet it's not for all. In fact, it might be a bad fit for all, because you get one size shirt and you give it to everyone, and everyone's like, it, yeah. For one person, it might be like, this is a perfect fit, and everyone else is like, it's kind of uncomfortable, it's kind of loose, it's kind of, and yet everyone's trying to live in this way that people just, it's like, yeah, general, as they say, rule of thumb or guidelines, and yet they don't have any other basis or reference or wisdom or mentor. They don't have. So they put an overemphasis on it, and what happens? You try to fulfill it. People might marry people and think, you like this person, I should marry this person. Does that please you? Or they marry someone and then, oh, they don't approve, and then they'll divorce because, yeah, of the pressures. I don't think they like this, and trying to make them happy, and then what are they gonna do? Do they yeah, they might say, you know what, this person is actually better for you. It could be your family, it could be your friends saying, yeah, no, break up with them, break up with them. He's so bad, he's so bad. And again, not really knowing you or your situation, not having that level of detail and wisdom and knowledge, just whatever you tell them. Yeah, it sounds like, and you don't even know you lie about the situation. So where's the real basis for these decision making? We're just going off of the moment because you just felt frustrated, and then they responded off of that. Yeah, you should leave them. You should leave them. And then you take their advice and you do, and then they're like, you should go with this person, this person. And so you see the world, the life in the world, how they're doing that. Really, you think so? No wisdom anywhere, and they go with that, and then that ruins their life. Like, that didn't work out either. Yeah, so we see in Jesus meeting the woman at the well. Yeah, she had 5 husbands. I didn't know. No one around me knew. I didn't get guidance. I didn't get counsel. I wasn't raised right. And the guy I married, he wasn't right. He didn't tell me right things. And the water I drink, it's not changing me. Yeah, no matter what friends I have, what society I live in, it's just not working out. It's just failure after failure after failure after failure after failure. And now I got sarcasm for you. Yeah, I got some bitterness. I got some walls up. I just, that the strategy morphs. American dream, the picket fence. I could be like the Joneses. I could get that green grass. And then you're trying to get it, and then it becomes, okay, as long as I have grass, as long as I have some shelter over me, as long as just don't take my stuff, just don't, loss prevention. I don't need a picket fence. Just as long as I have my Chihuahua, just need some dog food. Me and my dog, we're fine. We're happily ever after. Just don't hurt me. I'm not gonna get hurt. Who are you? Lock my doors. I can see you on my camera app. Yeah, gonna lock my door remotely. I need smart homes. I need a smart security. I need to control my life, and yet you're not controlling it. You're not controlling it. And so there's no build up, there's no building, there's no direction, there's no vision, there's no kingdom, there's no king, there's no identity. Are you a knight in shining armor? You thought you were. And yeah, you don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Just follow the schedule of the world. And so God says, no, who will appoint me the time in this kind of world, in this kind of life? I know your struggles. I know you're busy with all that, and you have those expectations and pressures. Yeah, so it might be hard. That's why he says, yeah, no, there is going to be division, because when you put your foot down and say, this is for God, I'm going to reserve this time for God, this day for God. I can't do all that and as much of that and as I used to, and people are going to be disappointed and upset. Your boss, your auntie, your uncle, your mom, your cousin, your friend, Ernie, you know, they're going to say, what? But come on. And they're not going to see the God you see, that you engage with and interact with. And you might even be tempted and challenged to sometimes question, did I see what I saw? Right? Do I engage a God? Is he really there? And are you going to be persuaded? Are you going to be consistent? Are you going to be committed? And God is going to see that, oh, you pressed through that doubt. Oh, you engaged, you committed, You didn't relent. You didn't become disloyal. Yeah, and then you're gonna go higher. See more of God as he sees, oh, even though they were upset, even though they gave you angry faces, you kept protecting that time with me. You kept appointing me the time. So you have both kinds of people. And they might all be at church. They might all go to church. Some who just come once a year. Some who just come once a week. Some who are coming 3, 4, 5 times a week. Different kinds of people. Different levels of commitment. Different levels of faith or so-called faith. And that's going to play out. That's going to play out in how God responds to each individual's lives. So if you have a ring, what I noticed when we were looking at rings, the ones that have the jewel on it, the diamond in there, you got this ring thing, right? I just have a basic silver ring here, right? But usually in those other ones, they got a little part here, you know, where they put the rock, and it looks like a claw. It is open, and then you put the little valuable piece of gem there, and then it like closes on it. They just have it closed, so it holds it there. It holds it there, and that's where you put, you know, usually your diamond there. And it's shiny, it's beautiful to look at. You can turn it around and it reflects the light. It's beautiful. And so I was thinking of that as like a church. Like you got this place, and you could bring the people to church, but what's sitting in that seat? What's there? Just because it's a place, you might be foolish enough to think, well, you just put anything there and then just close it, and now something's there. But is it a diamond? Is it a diamond? Because that's what belongs there. That's what's expected. You can just pick up any kind of rock. This is kind of shiny. It kind of fits, and just put it there and close it in, and now you have a ring. What's the big deal? It's got something in there. It's nothing's missing, but something's missing. You could have people in church. You could go to church. You could be a body in church. You could be there. It's a position. It's a place. But God wants a diamond there. God wants someone who appoints him the time. God wants someone who loves him there. And people don't treat it like that. They say, well, it's a church. The space is empty. The door is open. We can walk in, and now we're here. And so, what's wrong? We're here. We go to church. I'm a Christian. I walked in the building, and sometimes I walk in, and sometimes I walk out. And God says, no, but I'm here. You don't look to me. You don't talk to me. You don't cry to me. You're not with me. I have a hand. You don't grab my hand. I could close my hand, and your hand could be there, and we could walk together. We don't walk together. You come in and you leave and you go do your own things. Who's walking with me? Yeah, no, those are the ones who appoints me the time. And so these days we have, even we see that in the families, on the secular side of things, just the family and the household. As we become quote unquote richer with more devices and things and screens, you have the big screen, you have a projector screen, you have a computer screen, you have an iPad screen, you have a tablet screen, you have your e-reader screen, your ebook, your cell phone and maybe a mini screen, your watch screen, and how many is your sunglass screens now, and something for everybody. Give it to the baby. If the husband wants to watch something different, that's fine now. He can watch what he wants while the wife watches what she wants, and everyone's sucked into, glued to the screen, their personal screen. You can even attach it to your head. Now you can buckle it on your head because you don't ever want it to leave. Just keep it right there. You're watching what you want, and you got what you want, and yet, yeah, why are the families being divided? Why are relationships non-existent? Why do people not know how to interact with each other, know how to love? It's a mystery. We just don't know why. We just can't see it. Just, what's going on in the world? Yeah, that's the program. That's the documentary that you're watching in big, bold letters. What's going on in the world? Oh, I got to watch this. This is really a mystery. The mystery of 2026. Really, what is going on with the world these days? I just can't understand people. And why is my family like that? If they should watch this show, yeah, no, and they're watching something else, talking about the same thing, complaining about the world in a different form. He's watching a documentary. She's watching a drama that makes a commentary on society and modern life through a skit, through script, and then the baby is alone just watching some meaningless thing with colors and big heads and smiling with a little tune and a jingle. And then the parents are wondering why the baby's always mad at them and crying. Yeah, because you're not a colorful, big-headed thing that's dancing for the baby all the time. And yet the baby, for the baby, that's the baby's celebrity, role model, idol, master. Yeah, that's the benevolent figure for the baby. You're not a colorful, dancing, big-headed thing. And you don't smile all the time, and you're boring. You're boring. So it's all separated. No one's spending time with each other, and much less for God. Much less for God. No one's committed to each other. They're committed to themselves. And so these devices, they're so convenient. We love it. It's just, you can change the theme, you can change the color. You don't like it, you change it. You can change where the buttons are, you can customize it, all for you. And you got your personal login. This is me, this is mine. So you love it more than people. It listens to me. It's for me. It conforms to me. Are you God? Yeah, you have all these devices, all these programs, all these apps. They're all conforming to you. Everything's conforming to you. You love it. And yet there is a God. And he's expecting us to conform to him. And he's not finding you there. So, or him, or her, or him, or her. And so he says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Edom and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the habitations of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry. The noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. And so we want to be diamonds. We want to actually be valuable. We want to live a life in our day, in our personal life. Think thoughts that are right. so that when we do come to church, when we are before God, he actually sees something he likes there in that position, in that place, so that we're not just profane, just mundane. And how do we become this or that? By what we do, by where we are, the decisions and the choices that we make, by what we choose to lay our eyes on, by what we choose not to, by what we allow and what we cut off. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And then God will make a decision on people. Oh, I'll cut these people off. These people I accept. The people that have made decisions for God. Oh, this, more of that in my life. This, not in my life. Less of this, more of this, because you understand increasingly the order of God, the balance of God, the preference of God. Well, because God likes more of this, I'm going to have more of it and less of that. I got to take that off, like throwing it out of a plane, throwing it off of a ship. We can't have this on here because we got a place to go. We need a certain kind of weight. It can't be too light. It can't be too heavy. Whether it's a ship or an airplane, they got to balance the weight. There's an expectation, an order, a specification. So we need to engage God, who will tell us. Yeah, Jeremiah was told, don't get a wife right now, not for you, not for this time, not for where you are. For you will have a wife and property at this appointed time, because you appoint me the time. I'll tell you your appointed times. For you, this would be perfect for you at this perfect time. Yeah, perfect things and perfect timing. The misery of man is great because we don't know time and judgment. And yet, so what's the reverse? What if we did know? What if we did know time and judgment? What if we did know the perfect thing at the perfect time? A word in good time, a word in due season. How pleasant is it? Yeah, we're going to rejoice. That is good. Oh, that's just what I needed. Thank you. God has that available for man. Oh, you needed to hear this right now, and you're going to feel the effect of it. It's going to be the opposite of that depletion from the world that you felt, of that disappointment, that disillusionment, that deflation, just all your dreams shriveling up and all your hopes decaying and becoming bitter. No, it's going to be a rejuvenation, a rehydration, a springing up. That's what God has, the Word of God. If you would just appoint him the time for that, if you would carve out and space out, if you would protect and make an altar for God. This is a place of worship. No, don't do that on there. This is a place of worship. I worship God. This part of my life, this part of my mind, this much of my life, this is for God, reserved for God. Yeah, can I dance on there? No. Can we use that time? No. No. I've cut out this part of my life. This is the room for God. This is what I do for God. This is the time for God. This is a day for God. This is my routine for God. Yeah. What do you do for God? What room do you make for God? People made rooms for the prophets, and they were handsomely rewarded. Oh, you made space for me. You made room for me because you saw me come by and you thought, what? Oh, we should make a room for him so that he stops by here and he dwells here. He resides here. Who does that for God? For God. We do it for natural reasons, for profane, mundane things, for relatives, for your own reasons, for your own causes. But God is looking for people who will look to him, and he's going to see. Yeah, if you do that, then he's going to see something sparkling in church. When you go to church and you're that kind of person, you live that kind of way, then when you worship, when you sing songs to God, then your song will have a different sound. Then your hands, when you lift it up, it'll sparkle a different way. It'll look different. It'll smell different to God. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I forget where it was, but it said, Can they change their scent? Can they change their scent? Can your smell change? Yeah, can your substance change what you look like, what you smell like to God, yeah, to his senses? Yeah, God's challenging us. Hey, who will appoint me the time? Who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? Who is like me? So we're striving for that, to be like God, to behold God, to learn of him. And we're constantly making those adjustments. The diamond, how do they get that shape? You don't find diamonds like that in the ground anywhere in earth. A man has to cut that diamond. All those cuts, there's a specific pattern they have to cut it like that. They figured it out. Oh, this makes it beautiful. This makes it reflect the light in all these different angles. Cut it here, cut it here, cut it there, to this degree, at this angle, right here, and all around, all these cuts. So they say, who made the cut when they audition for a role? Yeah, who made the cut? There's a cutting. You're qualified. You're cut off. Yeah, we want to make the cut for God. We want to make cuts in our lives. The decisions, yeah, incision, decision. That sounds like a cutting. Even the word preparing, that's a pre-cutting. Pairing, who's paired. And so we're cutting off and grafting in. We're making those edits so that in reference to God, so that we can please God, knowing as we grow into the knowledge of God, then we're adjusting accordingly. Yeah, so that diamond, it gets cut in all the right angles at the right specification. You can't just be loose with it. You can't try to be creative. They're going to be like, oh, that diamond's that's interesting. It's a little different. No. How come people are impressed? That diamond's just like that diamond. That diamond's just like that diamond. But they're all like, wow, look at this one. Wow, yeah, anytime you come across one, whoa, you're looking at it. Yeah, because it's a good cut. It's a good form. Yeah, be a son of God. Yeah, how is it that everyone can have the same book, right? And yet they're going to become godly and worthy to behold. God is going to say, look at Job. Look, a perfect man. He's going to take time. Let me make a whole book for Job. Look, a perfect man who eschews evil. He's looking at the whole world. He's looking at the devil. You guys seen this? You guys, I'll write it in a book for you. You guys can all read about him. Come read about Job. Look at Job. Look at him. Let's watch him. Let's listen to him. Let's sit with him. And let's talk to him. Yeah, cut and polished. Yeah, and what's the process of polishing? You just wipe it once with the towel? No. You wipe it and you wipe it again? No, not even that. You need a machine to polish it, just something that rotates in circles. The processes, how much with this soft thing. Yeah, and it's not done until thousands of cycles of brushing it over with these buffing machines. And I think maybe to different grades too. First a little rough, and then a little softer, and then even softer, and then even a softer thing. And it keeps rubbing on it until it shines. Yeah, what's that process to bring that out? There's value in it, but who's gone through the process? Who has submitted themselves through that process of processes? So yeah, may you launch forth into your day with that kind of excitement, knowing, oh, God has a future for me, an end for me, but he has requirements for me, and I must diligently, like the racetrack with the hurdles, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump. Yeah, do it. And then when that's over, when the event is over, go back to training where you're going to be doing that. Run, jump, so that you can do better at the event. at the testing time. Yeah, do well, Cain, so that when you worship, I'll accept it. And then when you're done with that, go back to doing well, and then worship, and you'll see, you'll like it. You'll like the difference. And he refused. He said, "No, I don't like that pattern. I don't like having that prescribed to me. Don't tell me what to do. No, I don't want to submit myself to your rules and your laws and your routines." He had a different idea. And he was surprised with the different outcome. So that's not what I thought would happen when I did this. So that's going to be our lives. If we do not obey God, what are you going to do? There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else. There's no good idea. You're going to do it, and then you're going to be surprised. But I thought it would. No. But you did do it, thinking it would return some kind of good, but there's going to be disappointment. You're going to be ashamed. The only place where there's no shame is in God, in the will of God, in loving God, in doing His will. They're protected from shame. They will never be ashamed. God will not forsake them. God will not leave them. No good thing that He promised will fail. Every good thing that He promised will come to pass. That life is for the saints. It's available, and it's available for the saints, and only for the saints. So be a saint of God. Be a son of God. Listen to your Father and do what your Father says. Do what He tells you to do. Strive to do every single bit of it. And when you fail or make a mistake or fall or trip, He'll bring you back up. Immediately He'll reach out His hand and lift you up because He sees you striving. So strive today and keep on going.